there! I'm so glad you're here. If you haven't tuned in before, my name is Anthony. This is my YouTube channel. Let's jump right in. What might we learn today? What might we make? Yesterday's over, tomorrow's not yet, but today's a day to create. Creativity is a skill, and it's one that is available to everybody. Maybe you've heard that before, but growing up, that's not how I often heard creativity talked about. Most people talked about it like it was a superpower or magic, and we often hold those who practice creativity, especially as their jobs, in a different class than others. We call them icons and celebrities. While I can definitely see the good things about viewing creativity that way, I can see why we do it, I think that there also may be some harmful things to having that perspective. Creativity can definitely feel like magic sometimes. We often talk about it as if we're channeling something from outside of ourselves, or if we've just set down this big block of wood in front of us and we're trying to carve into it to find the piece that's already there. We talk about creativity like it's speaking to us. It can be this very mysterious thing, and it's definitely, creativity is more ambiguous than the sciences or the maths. Not to say that those fields don't also include creativity. So what's the problem then? I would say the problem is the over-romanticization of the creative process and of the artists themselves, not to mention the idolization of excellence. So quick story time. When I was in elementary school, there came a day where we had to choose between music or art class. The teacher said to pick which one you were best at. So that led me to ask a, I think, pretty reasonable question, which was, what if I'm not good at art, but I enjoy it? I was drawing stick figure versions of Bulbasaur and Squirtle, and I knew they were bad, but I really liked it. The teacher just stared at me, and I don't know what she was thinking, but I know how I interpreted it. I just asked a dumb question. You do the thing you're good at. Why would you pick the thing you're bad at, and why would you like doing something that you're bad at? So I picked music class, and I'm glad I did, because it started a journey of a lifelong love of music. I'm just also sad that I missed out on art class. So as I said at the beginning, creativity is for everyone. I don't think we say that often enough, and I don't think we live it out. Creativity is for you. It is. Not only the best singers should sing, not only the best painters should paint, whatever best even means in that context. Are you a person with thoughts and feelings and experiences? Do you want to process and share those things with others so they might understand you and you might understand them a little better? Are you interested in learning how to process and share those things with others through some kind of medium or genre? Congratulations. Creativity is for you. And I could be wrong, but I'm inclined to think that's most everyone. Now, notice what I didn't ask. I didn't ask if you were already super talented. I didn't ask if you thought you were really unique from everyone else in the whole world. I didn't ask if you wanted to do it as your job, or if you wanted to be famous or well-known. I didn't ask you if you wanted to be a master of it. It's not special people that create. It's just people who want to do it. The only prerequisite to creating is existing. The hard part about creativity is that because it comes from emotions, ideas, experiences, the creative process can be as varied as the human experience. Sometimes the creative process feels magical. I sit down and ideas start flowing out of my head like a geyser. I can barely get that one down before the next one's there. Suddenly it's 7 hours later, I've forgotten to eat, sleep, drink, go to the bathroom. I've missed the whole day. And then maybe the next time I create, I can't think of anything. There's no inspiration there. I sit there for an hour, I walk around, I check my emails and my texts, I meditate. I put nothing on the page. And other times it can be like I'm solving a math problem. I need a lyric, the last lyric that ties up 3 different threads of a song, and I sit there and I come up with 20 different iterations of it, and finally, after 3 hours, I find the one that works, and that one line, that one lyric, is what I created for that day. All of these experiences are valid. They're all ones that I've had as an individual in the creative process. And there's that many more for every other person out there. And this is why it can be so hard to teach creativity, why it feels so magical and ambiguous, hard to describe, why we have to use poems and metaphors and works of art to describe the making of art. Every creative process, every creative experience can feel like a new thing entirely. I do think there are a few threads that we can tie between different creative experiences, though. The whole book or song or painting or whatever is probably not going to come easy. At the beginning, you may be struck with inspiration. You may even get a lot of the way through writing that inspiration wave. But at some point, you're going to get to a place where you're getting nothing down and it feels like a slog and you don't know what you're doing wrong. And you're not doing anything wrong. Both of those are part of the process. Both are okay. If creativity is a skill that you can grow in, then it's probably going to be harder at first and get better as you go along. But how do you even get better at something that's so subjective? How do you define better or worse in this context that's so ambiguous? That's a really big question, and it's not one that I'm going to fully answer or solve at all in this video. I don't have enough time or intelligence probably to do that. But I do believe that you can get better at creativity. Maybe you get better at it by becoming more in touch with the vulnerable part of you that brings passion and energy to your work. Maybe you get better by learning more techniques and tools that widen the palette of what you can express and add nuance to your work. Maybe you just get more comfortable with the ups and downs of the creative process. Maybe, hopefully, all 3. What I do know is that sticking with the creative process leads to better results and, just as important, to a better process itself. Creativity is a skill, and it's for you. You can learn it and get better at it. You can grow and specialize. You can struggle with it or have fun with it. Probably both. You can share your idea, your story, your emotion. You can be good at it or bad at it or anywhere in between. You don't have to do it as your job, and you can. You don't have to be happy or sad when you create. You can just live and share it with others. I hope you do. I want to see what you make. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. I think we could all use a little more creativity in our lives. That's all I got for you. As always, I reserve the right to be wrong. See you next time. If you haven't tuned in before, my name is Anthony. Oh, hi there. No? Hello there. Oh, hi there. So where does the problem? I would say the problem is, not to mention the idolism. When I was in elementary master, crap. I didn't ask if you were unique. I have as an individual. These are all experiences that the whole. I think you can get more in touch with the new creativity. Sweating so much. It's so warm. Loud. Okay, finally, one more time. Okay, one more time. Once more. Once more into the breach, good sir. You're still going, right? Okay. Whoop. Nope. Crap. Just keep going, everybody. Everybody keep flowing. Keep it going. I didn't ask if you were super talented already. No. You're still going. You better still freaking be going.